Oh, people, I feel a little bit bad. Like, I feel genuinely off, to like be, even though here is just a lot going on. And I don't know, I feel like there is so much more than the body, and that is what I want to talk about. I feel like I've been talking about that for a couple of months, but I don't know, it's just the feeling that you got. Almost just the like, don't being superficial, you know what I mean? It's just not being in that kind of thing, but like at the same time, we can always be talking about that as well. So we need to remain peace at this point. So I can't really explain you the feeling that I got right now. I feel like whenever I saw moms or like people that were like kind of off from whatever reason, I really been triggered right now just by the fact that some women actually doesn't have the mom instinct, and that it got me to feel like yucky all the time, because it's not like I had this ickiness feeling and it was like, oh my gosh, mom, whatever. It's just a feeling of like, I never actually wanted to, for my future, to be a single person with a baby. I never want that. So it's just a feeling of like, I need to get over it, and that's it. Like, and why we need to be like, kind of more. It's just the feeling of feeling off right now. It's just that, basically. So, whenever I feel like I've been a little bit too superficial, or like I'm noticing that I'm getting on because of the changes that I did to me physically. And I didn't use Botox, I didn't use any of that. I never do ever that, like, ever, like, never. I'm naturally beautiful. Um, no, no me estoy burlando. Estoy comentando lo que me pasó. So basically, like, entiendo español perfectamente, así que cualquier comentario lo voy a traducir. So yeah, basically that's I don't know. It's just, I don't want to be a single mom never in my life, and I take therapy, and I don't know. It's just that I correct my brother, not in a way like beating them or something. I just correct my brother by telling them, whatever, and like I take his things to, like, he could be better. I don't know. It's just I take like his tablet that he had. They were like, you need to behave better. That's how I correct him the past few weeks, because he's like, mm, my mom usually works, so I'm taking care of him basically. So that's what I do. But like, it's painful at the same time. It's just painful, but like, I know the long term will be better. In just 2 days, he can have other things to do. But like, in the sense of like, I always wanted someone who can be stable. I don't want someone who can be juggling, who can be changing all the time, in the sense of like, I don't want to do this, I want to do this, and I'm just juggling. either you take your knowledge as your thing. That's pretty much it. And if you don't, then move on. Doesn't matter the time that I spend, and move on. And that's how I always work. But related again to beauty, I don't know. It's hard for me, even the people that I like or singers that I like. Just having a little more monogamic in that sense, but like I've been not getting into those stuffs again. That's what I love. The like the quote that it says just to be feel beautiful. You need to do these. But this isn't no. Like you actually need to put yourself inside to outside. Like that's what I need to do at this time. And like in at the end of the day, beauty end up for some people. Like it's just that beauty end up for some people. For younger people, for a certain type of people, end up is like a new niche upgrades each and each year. And at some point, this might be all from you. But it's something that I can't tell you because I'm just doing track. I'm just keeping track with therapy, and I'm no longer in treatment by my therapist as well. She cheered me up. She was like, "Yeah, whatever." I mean, we celebrated my birthday. I mean, with people that were like kind of at my group of support and all of that, and it felt nice. She was really sweet, and I don't know. I might next time bring her something, and yeah, maybe I will prepare her like a little flower or something like that because I'm off from that. So what I can do to say thank you, you know. So that's what I've been wanting to tell you. And yeah, hi. I remember you. How were you? You were here almost a year. I feel it was less than that. So yeah, my face even though changed. Yeah, I have an A that usually do like subtitles videos sometimes. But yeah, I'm just checking the social media, my friend. He had a long, a lot of things. He had a lot of things. No, I won't show you. That's private. Even though my social media is like it's not, but like I don't know. Oh, I miss to talk to them, but like it was yesterday, and it's just today. Oh, no, I don't like that. But I don't know, just me, my computer, and that's it. But like something that really my teacher told me is that you have no instincts, that you have them, and you cannot deny that unless that you want to, because he was supposed to adopt a girl that was like from SA, like she was basically born because of that, because she had SA, and like it's a hard topic, but like that was a real experience that biasing. So that was a real experience that my teacher had, and it's just the time that I can be like wow surprised. No more like that because the minute that she was supposed to give birth, like the minute that was going on that she basically like what was the thing that I wanted to say? Like she basically was like the contract with her was basically like She was about to like give this baby to my teacher, and she was younger by the time, and like at the minute that she was about to brought in the kid, and like my teacher was supposed to getting closer, my teacher told me that this girl really didn't let their baby be, like at all, even though like she was born because of that, like the instinct was going on. And that's kind of sad that you can choose and you can pick, but like there is some hope in the animal world when it comes to like those stuffs, because dogs actually choose their mates. If you see a dog or like dog, that's the name. If you see a dog that is like a baby dog, it's because they wanna be born. Because the dog, like the male when gets under the female, and they when about to procreate with the female with a male dog, like the female dog doesn't allow, if they don't like the dog at all, if they impregnate it, they want to procreate, doesn't care, like they can, you know what I mean. So for people as well to do that with other kind of styles, doesn't matter if it's by other styles, because in dog world, like it also says SA and whatever, they don't procreate at all. They don't. So it's kind of interesting to see that as well. And what I've been getting as well in tune with the Bible and all of that. And this doesn't need to be like a hard topic or something new, or like something that might be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing now, whatever. Is because I'm gonna be in a Catholic college, and I wanted to feel safe again with myself. I wanted to feel okay, and I don't want to feel triggered for anything that will be maybe telling me something that will be going on, and I just want to feel at ease, with myself, So it's just the feeling of like, okay, I'm doing my things, whatever. I'm going to study what I want to study in this college, but it will be a Catholic college. We have even the nuns at this place, and it's gonna be great. I hope they won't make me marry someone. It will be crazy. It will be crazy. Even though that I see people that were more gay than me at this place, or like more LGBTQ plus community at this place that I study, I'm like, so that was pretty much what I can say. I have chance also to be and doing the deed or whatever, but I never want to. Even though that I had the energy, I handle myself a lot to don't let that happen. Doesn't matter how excited I was or like how into I was, I didn't let that happen. Because that can really be a too long term. Like, really, not mess your future, but like, not give the life that you want for someone in the future, like, the same way. It's not the same. It's not the same, so that you remain peace and calmness. And we also have like a debate about that in kind of the course that I was into. We were debating about this topic, and what was really interesting is that people were like telling me, oh my gosh, whatever. Well, like their point was like to make sure that they win. But like they were telling, oh my gosh, people that do this or people that have babies or whatever are just like, more like, I don't know, just like, how to put it in words and not hurtful. Like, people like knew their stuff to don't make someone pregnant, so I'm like, no, man. Like, no, one or not, people can still get pregnant. And so at the minute that I noticed that, I was like, yeah. Well, let's change the topic again. This is a sad topic. And I know that because of the things that I study. Well, so yeah. The thing that hurts the most is that it doesn't hurt. Like, I don't have any type of. I have a breakup, I have a thing, I don't have someone. Like, I don't have. Because I don't have someone, I don't do things because of someone. That's a matter of fact. It's just that I relate to people or like guys or even though comments, but I never will be like, yo, this girl dreamy bad. Oh, no one to. No, I never. I did quit a little bit drinking because someone told me. And I was not even a heavily drinker, to be honest. I just showed one time and like she was like, yeah, I don't like that you drink, and I was like, okay. And she had a good point, so I was like, yeah, okay. I see what I can do, and I stopped to do that. And it took me really quite a long time to let me, but like I also have my time where outside of her because she was my ex basically. So before that we met, I also have my background story, and I was not like a heavily drinker person, but I kind of drink when I feel sad, which was most of the time. And at the time that I can tell you the age for privacy purposes, it was like not that recently. It was probably 15 as well at the time. Well, like 14. I started kind of young. And at this time that I was like seeking whatever, I understand that what was going on. And like the moment that shocked me to be kind of stopping from, kind of drinking, all of that was when one of my family members revealed to me how someone react when they were drinking. And even though I was a person that I sleep all the time when they drink, because I'm not a heavily person, which is interested in like drinking all of that. I was kind of like a cover, and maybe a big drink, and then I go to bed to kind of numb the pain that I had at the time, which was heavy. And I did it all the time when I had the chance. Because I was not allowed to buy alcohol, I was maybe a couple thing. I was really strong with somebody who was at my home and was hurtful, and so all that I can think about is just that I wish I could remember some stuff, but like at the same time, I'm like, I can remember some stuff, which I'm like, okay, thanks, I think, but like, it's just a fact that it will trick you in the sense that you can never understand. It's just that it won't be something worth it that you can do as well. Like, you cannot numb, you cannot escape, you cannot. Even though sleeping didn't, I will do it because with people because it's not great for me, but it's just the fact that you allow yourself to be. You know what I mean? Just that you're like, yeah, whatever, and that's it. Which now I'm like, I don't like drinking. It didn't taste good at all. Someone was like, oh my gosh, it tastes really great. It will make you be more pufful. It doesn't do that. It doesn't. If it wasn't that I never crossed paths with my ex, I will never be able to be conscious about it because at the time I was in therapy as well, like 14, 15. But I was like, yeah, getting into that as well. And kind of were like more in Christmas. I was more heavily in that as well on like just times, kind of Christmas, New Year's, because that I feel that was the more hardest times. And even though that was like often, I get in the point where I've been really low and I didn't have nothing to go into. So your mind will trick you basically. Your mind will trick you, will tell you many things, will talk you many lies. And the most beautiful thing that I have to tell you when I was quitting that is just that I feel alive. But whenever that I feel low, I didn't have something to cope with it. You know what I mean? It's just that you feel low and bored over that, so you can kind of going in. You know what I mean? Just back and forward. Sometimes I feel like life can be hurtful, but yeah. I also have like a story time, which is that some of my some of my classmates basically get a drink at the place that we study because we were literally in high school, and like she bring like a bottle she prepared for like tequila or something, and like I didn't drink because I didn't drink in public. I never drink in public or in public things, never. That at least one time I drank, and then that was the lesson that I drank in public. But she basically bring that, and when she opened their bottle, the smell was heavily deep. It was not something like that. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm like, yeah. And like at one moment I was like, okay, okay. And then like my teacher actually supported her. I don't know what's good or right. She just tell her. I mean he or she, but like was a teacher that tell them just to keep the drink in their bag or something, and just that's it in the backpack, and that was pretty much. But like she was insistent to be cool because I drink to be colder or something. I don't know when it comes to like being colder by drinking. But like she was like with a couple classmates getting on, whatever, getting sassy, and I couldn't explain you the feeling that I had when the principals told them to stop the drinking because they caught him with like the bottle. And it was just the feeling of like, what is going on? And like my one of my classmates came with like a hand on their cheek because their mom had slapped them in the face. That was more radical than my mom. And I was just looking at them and I was like, okay. Kinda creepy, but like they were like kinda against me after that, and because they were drinking heavily. And that was, I feel like, the last time and the time that I was genuinely off from that. Time, the feeling, you know. So yeah, pretty much. I don't asking for compassion of like, oh my gosh, I had that. Oh my gosh, I want help. No, I'm just telling my life straight up because I'm offering therapy. I'm keeping track right now, but like, I'm offering therapy. I'm just saying like an experience, and I was hoping the right moment to say because When I fix it, I will kinda say it, and it'll come to the right time. But I will never work out because of that as well. Or like work out the same way that I used to. Because look at my hands. Look at them. This here, this is dry. I don't know why. My hands are dry at this point. But like, it's great, you know. At the end of the day, I changed a big like I don't know. I'm just thinking in someone, and it's just I'm just thinking in someone, and I don't know how to stop that. It's not something to be surprised of, but sometimes it cannot call my attention, but it's okay. How are y'all doing? Besides, do you want to hear about my life? By the way, I never, like, I don't know. I recently was learning to talk a language, like, to reinforce my language again. So I get in this, I was talking, I don't know, randomly, I talk with someone, a random man. And he was sending me pictures, calling me whatever. And, like, he then sent me his, like, bank account picture. And I saw zeros and a one at the top, like I see that he had money, but I was like, this is how people nowadays engage, or something like that. And please get over that. Just a random thought. Like, even though that I'm not straight, but like, you can show other things. You can show your love. You can show your stuff. And be careful who you send pictures of, because I receive pictures from guys of women that are kind of heavy, and they didn't ask that, they just send it. But I have so much respect for women and men that I've been like, yeah. The most funny part about this is that, like, you need to be proud of your body. You cannot send other person's body. Be proud of your body. I don't know. Maybe find the perfect angle, but like of your own body. And yeah, I don't know what else I can say. So yeah. Besides that, I don't have anything to say. Besides that, I don't know if some of you watched my video, but like this actually have a bag that you can show the shirt. Like it goes lower and it's cute. When it's hot, it's cute, but like when it's not hot, it's not cute. And I don't know what to say. Maybe I can show you this. I hope to again be in college. But I'm sure I would have met somebody there, because most of them were guys. Even though I stopped to go to the gym, not to working out, but like go to the gym, because I was hated on by guys. And any woman. Most of the women were like below my age or my same age, but like with boyfriends. I couldn't be the third wheel. I know. No. Mm-hmm. What I can show you, well, that is nothing interesting. I feel like my life has been pretty lame, a little bit relaxed. And yeah, it's been really great. I need to do my things. I charge again, just be again in touch with myself and take this kind of things out of my hand because they're not. How can people actually live with this? Like, I don't know, you can see, but like there is some marks right here. Like, how? You just have it. I don't know what I can say. Well, follow me on Twitch because I will be playing video games there. Just this game that you pause and go and come back. Gordon. Anyway, have a good day. Thank you guys. Bye.